physical therapist on the internet.
Hi folks, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical
Together
therapist.
we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Top 5 ways to treat arthritis in your cat or dog, non-surgical methods. I know what people are saying already, Brad, because I know our subscribers, what the heck do you guys think you're doing talking about dogs and cats now and doing therapy on them?
Well, there are therapists that specialize in treating animals.
Right.
Particularly, I know horses is pretty common, but dogs and cats, you know.
Isn't that hippotherapy? No, that's when they actually ride them, isn't it, I think?
Oh, that's for the
Yeah.
treating the patient,
Treating the
riding
patient,
the horse.
right.
We better get back to the subject.
Yeah, anyway, we feel like we are qualified because actually you do a lot of the same things that you would do for a human.
Right.
It's just you're going to use maybe different ways of doing it, but it's the same principles no matter what you do.
Right. So if you got joint pain, you know, are you going to go run on it more or walk on it more? Or are you going to take some pressure off of it?
Right, exactly.
It's the concept's the same between, you know, us and
us and
our
them.
dog.
Yep, and that's why a lot of times they can use dogs to try to test drugs before they try them on humans, right?
Right. And, you know, and there's times your wife might say, you're in a doghouse.
Yeah, that's right. So we understand
see how
the
things
pet
relate.
world. By the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, go over to the Facebook and like us because Brad and I, all this week, we're giving out to anybody that comes to our site and likes us, the Bob and Brad, we're giving you out positive energy waves.
And even that to your pets.
Right. Yeah, to your pets too. Okay, so let's first talk about the first one. You know, arthritis is an inflammatory process. So you want to, you know, a lot of times for comfort, you want to calm the inflammation down. They do have anti-inflammatories and analgesics for pets. But let me, warn you right here, you can't take a human one and give it to a pet. You could kill your dog or your cat.
So you're not going to give them ibuprofen or something off the counter that humans take because, like you said, it can be very harmful or even fatal.
Yeah, and you know the interesting thing about pets, Brad, is that a lot of times they're not going to act like they're in pain. You're going to see it through signs like they're going to have trouble jumping up onto stuff and such like that. So that's the sign that they have arthritis. It's not going to be like they're going around complaining, rough.
Right. You know, a pet owner typically knows their dog.
They know their dog or cat.
They know that better than anyone.
The next thing we're going to talk about is actually Thermotex. And we've been a big fan of this for humans because this is infrared heat. And infrared heat penetrates a lot deeper than regular heat. Regular heat only goes a couple millimeters. Infrared heat goes 60 millimeters or
2.36.
2.36 inches.
Right. So the regular heat that Bob's talking about is a typical hot pad that you plug in. It's convection heat, and it just goes by contact. There are no the frequency of the heat is not like the infrared, where infrared comes from the sun. When you go outside, your body's absorbing infrared. So this is nothing new. It's just produced
a different way of giving it to you.
Right.
And a lot of times you see your cat, especially cats, they seem like they seek out the sunbeams in your house. They're looking for their infrared heat.
Right.
And here's a different way of getting it to it. So what's nice about this, because it penetrates so deep, if your little animal, it looks like a bear we have here, if they lay inside this, it's going to penetrate up through the joint and it's going to go all the way through the joint.
Right.
So it's actually kind of a nice device. I have a cat with which I have a love-hate relationship, mostly hate. I'm sorry about that. I don't want to get any comments from below. But my wife loves cats. My family loves cats. Everybody loves cats except I'm neutral. But this cat has been kind of the thorn in my side lately because he's complaining all the time and he's going meow, meow. So anyway, we did give him this, and he is quiet when he's in this. So I cherish those moments.
Willie's happy.
Willie's happy.
Life is good.
Bob's happy, and everybody's happy. So we're going to talk about this a little bit. This comes with 2 settings, actually, high and low. And it tells you to put it on the low. And I actually emailed the company and said, well, why do we have the high then? And what they originally had it for is so that you could heat it up quicker. But normally you don't even use the high setting.
So your cat will go in here and sleep in there all night long with it on.
Yep, you leave this on. Actually, the lady I was speaking with, she has 2 cats. She has 3 of these beds. She's left one on since 2000. All three have been on over 10 years.
Right.
I mean, she just leaves them on because it's only 7 cents a day for 24 hours or something like that.
It's very cheap. It's nothing like a convection, a typical hot pack. They take up about 3 times as much more wattage. I did do some research on that. So they're efficient, and the panels in here are the same ones, I believe, as the ones that they give to you and
Humans,
I use on our back. I forget to turn mine off a lot.
Yeah, Brad and I both use ours nightly. And often I wake up in the morning and it's still on. I mean, I don't worry about it now because it's like I could leave it on all the time.
And your electric bill has not been.
No. And this does come with a liner that you can clean. But she actually stated what she did is she'd just take a towel and would take the liner out, put a towel down, and then she'd just clean the towel every few weeks.
Just a little more efficient.
Yeah, a little more efficient. Works out well. The other thing, you can clean this whole thing. It's got a Velcro here, and you can actually open the Velcro up and you can take the panel out. I don't know that we need to do it, Brad, but
right
you
there,
can see the panel.
You can see the white panel in there.
So if you're interested in this thing, we always, whenever we have products on here that we're going to endorse, we always say you got to give our people a discount. So if you put in Famous Pet, this is all listed down below.
Famous Pet?
Famous Pet is that kind of funny, isn't it? And you can get a discount on this. They can't give you free shipping on this one. They can lower the shipping because the shipping is so expensive because of the size of it. So
Famous Pet or Famous PT?
Famous Pet. Now, if you want one for you, then it's Famous PT. That's down below.
That's good to have that
so
clear.
you'll go to their website and it'll all be clear, crystal clear. Clear as mud, right? All right. So anything else we want to say about this, Brad?
No, it's a wonderful product. They're built very well. It's going to last.
I'm going to have a video of right now. I'm going to put a video right now, Brad, of my cat using this thing. It's just a little clip.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Okay.
I'm going to watch that just to see Willie.
All right.
Willie the famous cat.
All right, and we're back. Now you saw the cat. That's the cat that is the thorn in my side. All right, next thing.
I can't believe you don't like that cat, Bob.
I know, he's such a sweet cat, right?
No kidding.
All right, number 3, just like with humans, the more pressure you're putting on a joint, the more stress is on that joint, the more it's going to hurt the arthritis. So you want to make sure you are controlling the weight in your animal. You're going to have to make sure you're not letting them just eat
Through
really
diet.
Through diet,
right? Yeah. Yep. Don't and there's lots of animal, pet foods that, I haven't owned a pet for many years, so I don't know what exactly.
Well, they got now what they got, Brad, is they got food dispensers that can dispense food. Like if you're not there, it'll on a timer.
I should get one for myself.
I know we should have one. Is right. That's exactly what I was thinking. So yeah, and both my son and my daughter. One of my daughters, they both have cats that'll eat like themselves silly. In fact, my son was so upset with us because his cat stayed with us, and it gained like a pound while he was with us. And my wife said, "Well, I'm the grandma. I have to feed the cat,
spoil them."
Yeah. So number 4, there's actually additives in food that they put now. Fish oils and glucosamine chondroitin. They actually add to the food,
right?
So
supplements
that can help decrease some of their pain.
Sure.
So it's just a sneaky way of knocking their pain down. And finally, Brad, if you feel so inclined, like we said, there are therapists that actually treat animals.
Right.
So they have ultrasound, electrical stim. They do underwater treadmills. It's become more of a thing. So, are you thinking of going into this?
The dog is still the head is above the water when it's.
No, yeah, you put the dog on a leash and you put it underwater and you just see how long it lasts.
Sorry, people.
So, it's time to leave. All right, thanks everybody for watching.